ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। Sunday, September 14th, 1884. Sri Ramakrishna was sitting in his room with Narendra, Bhavanath, the Mukherjee brothers and other devotees. Rakhal was staying with Balram at Vrindavan and was laid up with an attack of fever. Narendra was preparing himself for his coming law examination. How the setup you see. Some devotees are hankering for realization of God. Rakhal is staying in Vrindavan. He's gone for a pilgrimage and he has an attack of fever. Narendra is preparing for his law exam. It is 1884, 14 September. About 11 o'clock, Jan Babu arrived. He was government official and had received 4 university degrees. Master, at the sight of Jnan Babu, well, this sudden awakening of knowledge, jnana means knowledge. Jnana has come, he is telling that awakening of knowledge. Jnana is coming means knowledge is coming. So his name is Jnana, knowledge. So he is coming and Sri Ramakrishna is exclaiming, oh, Jnana has come, knowledge has come. Jnana smiling, you must admit, sir, that one sees the awakening of knowledge as a result of very good fortune. Master smiling, you are Jnana. Then why should you have Ajnana? You are Jnana, and why should you have Ajnana? Oh, I understand. Where there is knowledge, there is also ignorance. Jnana means Ajnana, it goes. Light means there is darkness. So the duality, this world is duality. And the main aim of human life is to go beyond all the dualities to a stable state which will no more disturb him. The sage Vasishtha was endowed with great knowledge and still he wept at the death of his sons. Therefore, I ask you to go beyond both knowledge and ignorance. The thorn of ignorance has pierced the sole of man's foot. So he needs the thorn of knowledge to take it out. One thorn enters the feet, with another thorn we take it out. After that, he throws away both thorns. The Jnani says this world is a framework of illusion, Maya Jagat. But he who is beyond knowledge and ignorance describes it as mansion of mirth. Everywhere Ananda. The framework of illusion, Maya. Here, Ananda Sagara. This world has Ananda Sagara. Before climbing up, he renounces it, saying it is Maya, illusion. This is a world of illusion, I have to go beyond. So he renounces it. And after reaching, when he comes back, he sees it is the world that he was seeing is no more there. Another world of divine is there. Satchidananda, Ananda Sagara. He sees that it is God Himself who has become the universe, all living beings, and the 24 cosmic principles. All that exists in this relative existence is just a manifestation of that one. One ocean and infinite waves, each differing totally from the other wave. No two waves are equivalents, similar. Each one has its own nature, its own contents, its own weight, all that, its own phases of movement. But all belong to one ocean. When we are seeing waves, we don't understand it's a vast ocean in depth. No wave is there. And waves rushing and so much of roaring will never be heard at the bottom of the ocean. It's silent. When we go to the depth, we see all waves are same. They all belong to the one ocean. A man can live in the world after attaining God. Then he can lead the life of detachment. See, Jnana has arrived. A person by name Jnana has arrived. And taking any occasion, whenever you meet any saint or an enlightened soul or even prophet himself, we see that every moment, everything is associated with divine and spiritual life. This is the main thing we need in our life. How to associate everything with divine, how to associate everything. My existence, my talks, the things happening, events which are just appearing and disappearing. From childhood we have been seeing every moment, every incident is just passing, like river passing, and we are just witnessing and standing, thinking that is real. It is passing show. Nothing is there. In the end, nothing is there. When you come to the college, childhood has gone totally, and in the place of its lost memories. When you go to the job and all that, when you come to the middle ages with family and all, then you see that your youthful days also have gone away, unnoticed, and how it is flowing. Kalo Jagad Bhakshakaha. The time is eating away everything. So nothing remains. It is just like you are going on writing on the water. It is going on erasing. Just take your own finger and start writing on water. As you write, it appears. Suppose you write MM, it looks, by the time it looks, it is gone. By the time your eyes can catch, it is already level water. Like that, every event is going on. What to hold? There is a bank on which you are standing, which is unmoving. We are at the edge of a wheel, on the rim, on the circumference. It is revolving. Now, if you slowly go towards the axis, the hub, where all spokes are joining, when you go there, slowly you are revolving, speed and revolving, whole thing condenses down. You are slowly moving as if compared to the rim, the inner, as you go inward. And last, you come to the innermost, and there is a place which never moves. The axle never moves, wheels alone move. So you enter it, just a jump, last is a jump. From the slowly moving, it's fast moving in the edge, it is slowly moving in the, and you can just jump on the axle. You are safe now. You need not worry. You can see everything, whole world going on. It's appearing, it's disappearing. You are in the transcendental realm. Go within, transcend all the layers, Annamaya, Manomaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. You are in the infinite existence, the transcendental. Or go beyond this universe. All this is matter. Matter, its source is Jala. Akash, Akash, Vayu, Vayu, Agni, Agni, Apa, Prithvi. Yeah, this whole world is matter. Where from this matter came from water? Where from this water fire? Where from this fire came air? We are folding back the universe. And then finally you see everything has come from the Akasha onwards. The space, and then you go beyond. You see from the space peeping beyond, you'll see the infinite Satchidananda again. We call the objective ultimate the Brahman, subjective ultimate is Atman. It is like seeing the same infinite existence, going from the front door and seeing the sky, and going from back door and seeing the same sky. If you go from back door and see, we call it Atman. If you go from front door and see, we call it Brahman, the infinite sky. Now, this Atman and Brahman are one. The last, the small differences which was there, Guru removes that. Oh, that is the same. He makes that understanding. Bodily existence was only making inner and outer. There is neither inner or outer. You are pervading everything. So here we see God himself has become everything. A man can live in the world after attaining God. Then he can lead life of detachment. Detachment means detachment from our old ideas, detachment from our ego that's holding on to it. Not detached from the world, detachment from our view, how we are viewing it. Try to slowly bring the divine awareness, to see the divine in everything. Then you'll see a new light in your life. That is life of detachment. Everything you love alone, no expectations, no demand, only love and service, compassion and kindness. To yourself, you are slowly separating from the bodily existence, moving towards your own freedom. In the country, I have seen the women of the carpenter families making flattened rice with husking machine. With one hand, one of them turns the paddy in the hole. With the other, she holds a nursing baby. At the same time, she talks with the buyer. She says to him, "You owe me 2 annas. Pay me before you go." But 75% of her mind, the woman's mind, is on her hand, lest it should be crushed by the pestle of the husking machine. From paddy, they boil the paddy and pound it. to make the flattened rice. Pova, to make the flattened rice. In a small pit-like stone construction, a stone block, just like mortar, it's a hole will be there, a pestle will be just falling continuously. They have to go on churning it with hand. When the pestle goes up, she moves, and pestle comes down, she removes her hand. If attention goes here, there, the pestle will strike the hand. From behind, a woman will be peddling it. A seesaw system of pestle falling down. When she puts her feet and foot and presses it, it goes up. And then she leaves the leg, foot, and suddenly it falls down. So she is attending, she is talking to him, she is churning the content and also feeding the baby, is talking to, but whole her attention is on the hand. She is aware. Awareness is holding that. Mind is given to him to talk to him. A man should do his worldly duties with only 25% of his mind, devoting the rest to God. Referring to Pandit Shashidhar, the master said to the devotees, I found him monotonous, engaged in the dry discussion of philosophy. Sri Ramakrishna has tried to change him totally because of his sincerity. Shashidhar, Pandit Shashidhar, we went through the chapter Pandit Shashidhar. And Master said to the devotees, I found him monotonous. Same thing, getting up in the morning and reading about the Advaita and going on thinking about it, and get up again sleeping, again getting up, just like a daily routine of some of the sadhakas. They don't venture with entering into new dimensions. Same to get up, take bath, have some tea, and then start the spiritual practice, japa, dhyana and all, sit for some time to worship and all that, and again go to the office, working this, that and all, again come back, again take little rest, then again do the evening spiritual practices. Same merry-go-round. There is no, if you're standing on a spiral, you'll be evolving. Merry-go-round is going as it daily same routine. Because love of God and longing are the goal must be again and again reminded. You have goal to reach. Don't stop. Go ahead. Keep going forward. That time is going away. Life is ending. Every moment is going. Every moment I am moving towards grave. Again and again remind. All this is just which is not going to be there tomorrow. Attend to it just as much as it demands. You have responsibilities to discharge to that extent and leave the thoughts. Sab nashwar hai mat मान करो श्री राम भजो दुख में सुख में. How beautifully they say, you see, सब नश्वर है. After some time you see that everything just it has appeared and disappeared. Shankaracharya compares it to be lightning. Just like lightning, life goes away. Vidyut, how it flashes and disappears. Like that, life appears and disappears, gone. So, he says, take refuge. Go ahead. A man should do his worldly duties with only 25% of mind and devoting the rest to God. Referring to Pandit Shashidhar, Master said to the devotees, I found him monotonous. He engaged in dry discussions of philosophy. Where is the time? Once the philosophy is read, take the essence and dive into. Once one of the direct disciples, later on Turiyanandaji Maharaj, for a long time he doesn't come. All youngsters are coming like Naren. He is not to be seen. Then Sri Ramakrishna inquires, where is he? From some time I am not seeing him. They say he is studying Upanishads and all that. Oh, what does your Upanishad say? God alone is real. All else is just passing events. Is that not? Then try. That's all the essence of scriptures. It is telling you to wake up and acquire that unchanging eternal reality. So afterwards, when he comes, after some time, what does your Advaita say? World is unreal, God is real. Try to attain God. Again and reading same thing, again and again. What does it give you? So, monotonous, engaged in dry discussions of philosophy. He alone who, after reaching the Nitya, the Absolute, can dwell in the Leela, the relative, and again climb from Leela to Nitya, has ripe knowledge of devotion. When a person denies this world and reaches the ultimate goal, and when he comes back, capable of going again, he will see the whole world as Leela, a divine play going on. This divine play is going on. He sees a divine play going on. And then he immediately, when the moment you know it's a divine plan, who is making it play? Like puppets in string, they make it dance. Like that, unknown power is making everyone move about. And that he cultivates pure devotion. He alone, who after reaching Nitya, the absolute existence, can dwell in the Leela, the relative, and again climb from Leela to Nitya. From Nitya to Leela, Leela to Nitya, he can travel. Has the ripe knowledge and devotion. Ripe knowledge and devotion. You must be able to go to the Turiya Sthiti and come back to the Vyuthana Sthiti. Again go back, and then you will know the secret. Whole thing is divine play, relative existence. And he has pure, real devotion because he knows the object, his own. And he has the knowledge. What God is, he has deep devotion, true devotion to God. Sages like Narada cherished love of God after attaining the knowledge of Brahman. This is called Vijnana. In Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna says, knowing me, they enter into me, Vishate Tadanantaram. With pure love, after getting pure knowledge of God, he acquires the pure love. Love of this nature, love of all beings, and love of God. Pure love he acquires. Mere knowledge is like ordinary rocket. It bursts into few sparks and then dies out. But knowledge of sages is like Narada, Shukadeva, is like a good rocket. For a while it showers balls of different colors and then it stops. Again it throws new balls and again stops, and thus it goes on. Those who had prema of God, prema is the rope by which one can reach Sachidananda. He is beautifully blending on one side and for creating the contact between the differences in opinions is dissolving reconciliation between bhakti and jnana. Many have the understanding bhakti is different from jnana. Sri Ramakrishna says Shuddha Bhakti and Shuddha Jnana are one and same. The master finished his midday meal and rested for a few minutes. Bhavnath, Yem, the Mukherjee brothers, Hazra, and several other devotees sat down under the bakul tree and began to converse. The master stopped there a while on his way to Pine Grove. The whole picture M is presenting. Hazra to younger Gopal, please prepare the smoke for him, meaning master. Hazra is telling younger Gopal. Master smiling, why don't you admit that you want it? All laugh. Mukherjee to Hazra, you must have learnt much wisdom from him, meaning master. Master smiling, no, he has been wise like this from his boyhood. All laugh. How that one of the important things in discussions and talks is the humor that we maintain. If you maintain humor, it unites. We see in monasteries and all, each has left his home and a hearth and his goal to reach. Left to themselves, they come, they do their duties of life, that is, whatever duty is given in the monastery, then they do the spiritual practices, and then they end. But here we see a little humor, talking together and making little fun, again brings them together. Otherwise, they will be moving, doing everything. They are unaware of the others. And like strands, they separate and live. And when you see this particular, then we'll see it is slowly, it is changing its nature, that is bringing all together. Sri Ramakrishna is making fun here, which is such a fun, not which doesn't hurt anybody. Everybody enjoys, and they have the sense of oneness. So, Shanti, 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 Hari Om Tat Sat, Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.